Hello and welcome from me, Helen Ashcroft, to this week's Weekly Wind-Up. In this programme, I'll be discussing a subject which can strike fear into many, that of approaching old age, dementia. It cannot be ignored and regrettably at the moment there is no known cure. But there is help, and so with me today is Cath Knowles from the St Andrew's Dementia Support Group. Hello, Cath.
Hello.
And thank you ever so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Now, the name that I've just said, is that the actual name now?
No, a couple of years ago we changed our name from St Andrew's Dementia Support Group to the Happy Memories Dementia Support Group. And the reason for changing was one or two people who would have come to our group said no, they weren't coming to a church group, even though we're not a church group. They associated St Andrew's with the church.
I can see that. I can see how that happens.
Yeah,
so go on, sorry.
So that's why we changed it, yeah.
All right, so what's the history with the organisation then?
We started, well, I started it in 2006.
Oh, you did yourself?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We started because I'd worked with people with dementia since 1986.
Yes.
And I was retired. And so talking to people over the years when I've been working with them, it struck me that what they needed was somewhere to go as a couple, that they could, relax and enjoy themselves. Normally when people are looking after people with dementia, they take them away.
Yes.
And the carer is left on their own. But if they can come together to a group, they think, they found it a lot better. Enjoying things as they used to do, being a couple again.
Now, it's interesting what you're saying. I know that there are different types of dementia. I'm right, aren't I?
Vascular dementia, it takes a different course. I'm not altogether sure of how it starts, but it's at the front. It starts at the front of the brain.
Yeah.
Some dementia start at the back.
Okay.
And it depends where it starts as to what course it takes.
Right.
Vascular dementia is different to Alzheimer's in so much that they don't always forget. The short-term memory isn't always gone. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. It comes and goes.
Yeah.
As you probably, if you've watched Emmerdale, you'll have seen that with Ashley.
Yes, absolutely. And interestingly, they do a support group as well on the programme, don't they?
Yes, they have, yeah.
My grandma, she had dementia, and unfortunately we had to find her a place in a residential home and with an EMI unit, a butterfly unit they called it. And then a friend of mine, Beverly, her father has vascular dementia, and it is really hard.
Yeah.
So were you a carer yourself? Is that what set it off?
My former mother-in-law, my first husband died, but his mum, she had dementia. And after he died, I was carer for her until she died. And then I started doing it in 1986. She died in 85. And then that's when I started working with people with dementia.
So you're not a carer anymore?
No. Not as such that I've got someone to look after, only my husband, if you call him. Which
Let's
I do
hope
say I look
he
after
doesn't
him
take
as well.
offence at that.
We have carers come and we look after the carers.
Okay, now when you say you look after the carers, is that a paid job?
No, it's all voluntary. Our group is all voluntary.
Right.
We don't have any paid workers.
Okay.
Everybody that comes. Most of our volunteers are people that have been looking after someone, and then for whatever reason that person is no longer there.
Okay.
They have made friends, they
Yes.
don't want to lose them. So they still come to the group and sometimes they volunteer.
Yeah.
Some of them come and don't want to volunteer, but if we're short they'll help out.
Brilliant.
You know,
oh, well that is good to hear.
Like last Tuesday we didn't have any volunteers at all at our Tuesday group, but the carers that were there, we still ran the group.
Where is the group? I don't think I've asked you that.
It's at St Andrew's Church, Old Bank Road, Mirfield.
All right.
Which is why we called it St Andrew's in the first place.
I see. And what day do you run that?
We run it on the 2nd and 4th Tuesdays in every month.
Okay, and you have a fair few people attend?
If everybody comes, there's 40.
That is a good group. It is a really good group.
However large or small your business, attracting new customers requires dedication and a lot of patience. Just like fishing, but you also need the right gear. Rods,
reels, lines, hooks, sinkers, lures, tackle box, tackle bag, net, bait, gas gloves, clothes, pocket knife, wrench.
or you could simply advertise with KLTV. Online, grow your business and your clientele. KLTV, your vision made reality. Should have gone to KLTV.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a carer and a supporter?
Well, to me, a carer is someone who's there all the time, or who does a specific job maybe once a week.
Okay.
Who can be called a carer. And as a supporter is someone who really supports that person. It's difficult to define the both of them, really.
So who supports the supporters?
We support the carers, and the people that support us are community partnerships with the grant. They give us the grant, which gives us the wherewithal to do what we do for the carers.
Right, so you're a supporter now then?
Yeah.
Right.
No, we support the carers, yeah.
Okie dokie. So the grants, where do the grants come through?
We get a grant from community partnerships.
Yes.
And we have done ever since we started. They've been really good with us, giving us grants as we needed them. Every year when we've applied for a grant, we've always been granted it, which is good, really. And
so from starting to now, have you seen an increase in people actually needing to come along and be supported by yourselves?
Oh, yes. We started at St Andrews with three married couples, and a granddaughter who used to bring a granddad who had dementia.
Right.
We've now got 40 people attending with 2 volunteers and me and my husband. We've got 36 people coming to our group on a Tuesday.
Gosh.
We also have a group on a Thursday, which we opened because the Tuesday group was too big.
Yeah.
And we have different people come in. And if everybody comes, we've got 5 volunteers and 30 people coming to that.
Goodness me. And what age are the people that are coming along?
The youngest person we had was in her 50s.
Right.
And the oldest person we've got is 94.
Goodness me.
So it's a wide age range.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
And you said that you've got 5 volunteers one day and 2 volunteers another.
Yeah.
So volunteers obviously play an important part.
They do, a very important part.
So if somebody, I mean, obviously we know that it's in Mirfield because you've told us where it is and you've told us the days. If somebody is interested in volunteering and helping to support, is that something that you would be interested in them doing?
Yeah, definitely. We're short of volunteers on a Tuesday, as you know. We've only got 2. So yeah, anybody that would like to volunteer would welcome them with open arms.
Okay, so that'd be brilliant if somebody was interested. How do they get in touch with you?
If we have a website,
right,
and we're also on Kirklees' own website.
Right.
So if they went to look on there.
And what do they type in?
Dementia Living With It.
Right.
.wordpress.com.
Okie dokie, that's brilliant. In actual fact, we're actually going to put that on the Kirklees local TV website. So if you are interested in volunteering, then please get in touch with them. Well, thank you ever so much for spending time with us this afternoon. I think it is one of those subjects that people are starting to talk about more, but still I think people are a little bit unsure and a bit wary. But no, I will thank you very much for coming along today. Nice to talk to you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. If you would like to get in touch with us about this story or any other, then please email us at the usual address or contact us through Facebook or Twitter. I'd like to thank the Kirklees Local TV News Desk and the crew for making this programme possible. This is Helen Ashcroft and I will see you soon. Thank you ever so much for watching. Goodbye for now.